I'm going to dedicate this video to two Snyder drivers who blew me off as a crackpot conspiracy theorist. And I'm going to provide the links below. You can read the text. It's just a partial text there. There's always a lot of rumors and just basically lies that fly around about any company, and Snyder's no different. And a lot of the rumors, and it is just a rumor, that you're competing with company drivers. It's just not true. As I explained to both of these drivers, we don't compete with other drivers. We compete with a computer that can think faster, a whole lot faster than we can on load planning. And that's what you're competing against, not other drivers. You do compete with other IC drivers for the available freight that's on the load board, but you do not compete with Snyder company drivers. You're competing against 8 servers that provide everything they need. They can run. It's like a chess game. They can think 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 moves ahead of you. You're in a losing position every time. And the bottom line is, there could be 3 of you sitting at a truck stop, you and 2 company drivers, and one pulls in to fuel up, and your load disappears. Well, there's a reason for that. That computer analyzes the most cost-efficient way to move 10,000 company drivers every week. And out of those 10,000 company drivers, approximately 70% of them are scheduled to get home that weekend. Of those drivers that are scheduled to get home that weekend, some of them will have what they call guaranteed time at home, GTAH. They don't pitch it too much to the new drivers now, but it is a part of the Snyder handbook for company drivers. They allow you 6 guaranteed time at home days annually. And to back that up, they will get you home even if they have to rent you a car. So let's go back to the computer now. Your load just appeared. Well, you don't know who got it. You'll never know who got it. The 2 guys beside you didn't leave, so you know it wasn't them. But the guy on the fuel pump, he just kept pumping his fuel and drove off. And where he was going when he drove off was to pick up the load that you just got canceled on you. Guaranteed time at home. They had to have him home for a wedding anniversary. Now, this doesn't happen all the time. It happens quite often, but not that often to be concerned about. But you're still competing with that computer on a daily basis. If you take the time to read the text and read the accompanying articles, they are interviews with upper management by Forbes regarding Snyder and its logistics and its computer part that does all the analyzing of the load. This thing does 375,000 calculations and looks forward 3 weeks, then comes back and then goes back and just continues to work this to maximize the profit on each truck. You're not included in that. You're not a company driver. You are responsible for maximizing your profit, even if it means having 2 loads canceled on you and having to find another way out because Snyder's computer got your load. This is a computerized chess game against a computer that can calculate 375,000 moves ahead of you. What you see on that load board from the IC side is what Snyder allows you to see. And the computer tells them when they need to take that load from you and give it to somebody else that may be needing to go home on an emergency and all that, which I understand that's fine and everything. And of course it's fine that they're trying to maximize their profit. They're not in the business to lose money. But this is just to let you know it is not by any means a level playing field. You're playing against a computer. And of course the people that can interact and manually pull a load off of you. But that doesn't usually happen unless the computer has basically trimmed it down to saying you need to pull the load off this driver. And that's what happens. So for the two guys that want to write me off as a total Fruit Loop, the links are below. Go read the entire articles yourself. I doubt very many of you actually subscribe to Forbes like I do, and I knew where to find the articles at because of the subscription, but you're more than welcome to read the articles and then come back and call me a nut job again.